The Xbox community has so many games. The Xbox community has a wonderful roadmap to the point where these ponies can't even talk to us.
Excuse me, Mom.
Okay, ready anytime.
Okay, Mom.
Ponies, book an appointment. You see, yesterday I would have made a video highlighting that Forza Horizon 5 is topping PlayStation 5. Yes, there is no PlayStation game that is upcoming that is topping an Xbox game, which is Forza Horizon 5. So much so that these ponies flooded my comment section hoping to cope and simp for PlayStation. Cope, ponies, cope. And what this does is expose the PlayStation community, the vocal minority that is the ponies. When they said that Xbox don't make good games, when they said that Xbox has no games, they have now and exposed themselves as being liars, because this game is selling more than hot bread. Yes, this game is the most pre-ordered game on PlayStation. Wrap your mind around that. Now, when it is these ponies saw that Forza Horizon, a 4-year-old Xbox game, was doing such damage on the PlayStation platform, I mean, these ponies couldn't believe it. When ponies pay, we all win. Today, however, we are going to talk about a long-beloved cancelled game. It just might be coming back. We don't know. We'll see. And we'll also talk about how Monster Hunter is doing damage. So, let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. So before we continue the video, do me a favor and give your boy a like and subscribe if this type of content interests you. Of course, we give you great Xbox and Nintendo news, we give you Xbox content, and of course, we specialize in the Sony Pony Salt. So if this is interesting to you, hit that like and subscribe button today. Now let's get back to the video. For the past few years, Capcom has really been, putting out some great content, and most of the projects that they would have put out really did, resonate with gamers. For example, Monster Hunter World would have done 21 million, Monster Hunter Rise would have done 16 million, even Resident Evil, the remake, would have done 15, then even the downloadable content for Monster Hunter World would have done well. Capcom has really been doing their thing in the past few years. And it just so happened that they might have another hit on their hands, because although last year and in 2023 there were a number of games that would have set records on Steam. For example, Palworld set a record on Steam. I believe they are the second most played game ever on Steam. And then we had Helldivers 2 that set a record. I think that is number 3 or number 4. We are seeing Monster Hunter Wilds are having, the same success as their predecessor, because it's being reported
Monster Hunter Wilds becomes the 5th most played Steam game ever, despite a history spanning over 20 years. It wasn't until the release of Monster Hunter World that the series finally reached the mainstream. The success of a series has only continued with the release of the following entries. And the latest Monster Hunter Wilds is already primed to become the most popular yet, after months of anticipation and successful betas. Finally released to finish off February, and it became an instant hit, showing that Capcom is showing no sign of slowing down when it comes to releasing smash hit titles, despite its mixed reviews, which largely criticize the poor optimization of the game at launch. It hasn't stopped players from flocking to Capcom's latest offering. On launch day, Monster Hunter Wilds has shot up to the 5th most played game on Steam, peaking at 384, 608 concurrent players, with the day one hype over. It is unclear whether the game will see another boost to push it beyond 1.38 million concurrent players. But to rise further in the ranks, it will need to see another 500,000 concurrent players to beat, followed by Palworld, Black Myth, Wukong, and PUBG if it can surpass 3 million concurrent players. It is worth noting that this only includes the PC release of the game, as Sony and Microsoft don't publicly display peak player counts. It is unlikely that we will see the true figure of just how successful Monster Hunter Wilds launch has been, unless Capcom announces the figure publicly. Judging by the success on Steam alone, the Japanese publisher may be eager to share this information to help promote the game further. Is the successor to 2018's Monster Hunter World, which helped push the series into the mainstream, going on to sell over 23 million copies, making it the best-selling Capcom game of all time. With the next entry, Monster Hunter Rise, becoming the second best-selling title at over 16.70 million copies. Despite the strong brand presence of the series, Resident Evil has never reached this level of success, with Resident Evil 2 Remake coming in third place with 15 million copies sold. Monster Hunter Wilds, brand Capcom.
Yes, so Monster Hunter Wild is doing really great, and Capcom really should stick to the strategy. For the past few years, they have been doing really good, pumping out these IPs for fans and really, working on their strong point, which is the games that has massive success. So Monster Hunter Wild is doing good. I'm hearing on the streets that it's a great game. One gamer was saying that he was fighting a monster and he couldn't beat the monster, and what he did was send up a flare, and then within seconds players from all over the world came to give him assistance with that particular monster. So it just goes to show that despite the review, I also heard that the review for this game was not some 9.6 or 9.5. However, despite the review not being up in the 9s, this game is still selling and breaking record. So what do you think about Monster Hunter Wilds? Are you going to buy it? Are you playing it right now? Let me know in the comment sections below. Now let's talk about Scalebound. Now you might be asking yourselves, what is Scalebound? Well, Scalebound was a game being made by Platinum Games. It was led by a developer named Hideki Kamiya from Platinum Games, and this game was a basically an open world RPG, and it was looking very promising. Matter of fact, there were a lot of Xbox fans at the time that was very much excited for this game. It just so happened that Xbox, Phil Spencer and the Microsoft team decided to cancel this particular game for reasons that they didn't state. However, there were reports that Hideki Kamiya was going through some mental health issues. But despite that, many in the gaming industry were saying that Phil Spencer and Xbox should have never cancelled Scalebound, because this game might have done really well for them. Well, I have some good news. It just so happened that the developer that was spearheading Scalebound, he is interested in making this game again. Listen to this small clip that he would have posted on Twitter.
Scalebound director asks Phil Spencer to revive the game. Scalebound was a game that had a lot of interest from fans. This was a new game coming out from the talented folks from Platinum Games at the time. However, that game never came to fruition despite several years of development. Microsoft, who was publishing the game, opted to pull the plug on it ever since it's been left behind. Still, there is interest in seeing this game come out into the marketplace. Even the former director behind the game, Hideki Kamiya, has been looking back at the project and has made pleas to Phil Spencer about a revival opportunity. Taking to X, The famed video game designer was featured in a video showing off some of his fellow developers at the canceled project. For those unaware, Hideki Kamiya has since left Platinum Games and has been working under his new studio, Clovers. While working at the studio, he showed his fellow employees the project and reminisced about their initial ideas when developing this game. Hideki also sent a message to Phil Spencer at X to see this project come back into development. While Platinum Games was initially the developer behind the project, Microsoft owns the IP, which could give Clovers a chance to bring this game back to the limelight. At the time, Scalebound was an action RPG that wouldn't be as fast-paced and combat-oriented as what Platinum Games was known for. Players would follow a man named Drew, who would be connected to a dragon called Thubin. Visually, the game at the time looked stunning, which was another key area developers were pushing to obtain a more photorealistic gameplay experience. For now, Scalebound is still a cancelled project, but perhaps this new push from Hideki will get Phil Spencer another look at it. That said, we do know Clovers is working on a project for Capcom. Developers are chipping away at a sequel to Okami, which got its grand reveal during the Game Awards 2024. But if you're keen on checking out Scalebound, there are some marketing materials released in the past, which you can view below.
So there you have it. The developer Hideki Kamiya is interested in making Scalebound again, so much so that he would have tweeted directly to Phil Spencer saying, "Let's do it, Phil, let's do it." Now, I will go as far as to say, if you look at your screen now, this is Scalebound being played, but remember, this is a 2017 game, and this game looks very good for a 2017 game. Now, remember that this too is just pre-alpha gameplay, but it yet still is impressive to see what these guys would have done, with the system back then. Most likely this is being played on a PC, but, they would have made this playable on the Xbox One generation, I believe it was. Now, the thing is, let's just say Phil Spencer did take the bait and he did decide to give Hideki Kamiya the okay to make Scalebound. Now, most likely this will not be in this generation. This will be available for the next generation. So think about this. Think about a next, very capable Xbox console having AI, having, great graphics, and even more features that we could think about. Think about this game running on the new Xbox. Wow, that would be phenomenal. So, Scalebound is a game that a lot of Xbox fans was waiting for, and just the slight hope that it could get a revival has a lot of Xbox gamers excited. Now, if this game doesn't come, it doesn't matter, because Xbox has a lot of games. There's a lot of games from a lot of studios being made currently. So even if this game never releases, the Xbox community is still eating good. I can't say the same thing about the PlayStation community and their first party content. But let me hear what you think about everything that was said today. Are you interested in Scalebound, guys? Let me know about that. And are you playing Monster Hunter Wilds? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.